Yes, we are back. It feels good to be back. I know I've been gone for the past week. I got sick, and that's on me. My dad got sick. It was a common virus going around, you know, the common cold. It sucks. We all get sick, and yeah, that's why I've been gone. Feels good to be back. A couple of special announcements real quick before we get going to the mall. I'm gonna be going to the Philippines actually tonight. In a couple of hours, I'll be flying to the Philippines for a special event called Beyond the Culture. It's happening on October 20th, and I'm hyped. I'm gonna see a bunch of you guys there. It's gonna be sort of like a sneaker convention mixed in with a hip-hop culture sort of event. There's gonna be panels on things like how to be a YouTuber, how to start your own streetwear brand, how to resell sneakers, how to get into the hip-hop scene with like rap and dance and all that kind of stuff. So a really cool cultural event in the Philippines with a lot of sneaker showcasing as well. So if you're looking for some shoes, or if you want to trade off a pair of shoes at the event, it's a great time to do it. Beyond the Culture, October 20th. Come through. I won't have a meet and greet outside of this event, so come through. Your boy Carlo Ople is gonna be there. My friend Tom Stefaniak's gonna be there. It's gonna be an amazing event. I'll see you guys there. Next up, I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to the newest channel member, Flip Mundine. He joined the SneakerTalk VIP family down below, contributing a couple of bucks per month, and helps making my job as a full-time YouTuber possible. So I will be having some special VIP SneakerTalk family sneaker sales very soon come this fall season when I'm back from the Philippines, but I just want to give a quick thank you to Flip. And last thing, before we get going to the mall, to look for these Air Jordan 1 breads on screen. They made a mid-top version which looks really cool. If you're a fan of the high-top Jordan 1 bread, but you know, you're not trying to pay the resale prices, this is easily one of the best Air Jordan 1 mids to release. I highly recommend you guys check it out. They released them online on the Nike website about 2 weeks ago. They sold out fast, and I'm still on the hunt for them, so if we can find them in the Philippines, I'll be sure to cop them. So with that said, let's get going to the mall, and the very first store we're going to be hitting up is the Nike store. So let's check out what they have. So to start things off, we have the Nike Air Max 270 Reacts. The Nike store had them in 3 different colorways, not as many as I thought they would carry. These were going for 195 Canadian dollars plus tax. They also had the Nike Joyride CC for 195. They had a few different colorways of these. I actually picked up one a couple of weeks ago, which I still need to review on the channel. Moving on to the classics, they had some Nike Cortezes on sale for 25% off. So these were 75 Canadian dollars. And they also had these right here, the Element React 55s. Now these were going for 175 Canadian dollars, and these really look like that candy corn candy I'm used to seeing always around the Halloween season. Now one shoe I've never seen until I saw these in store were the Nike Air Force 1 Low. They actually are doing a collaboration with the NBA. Yes, the NBA. So they have sort of this like mismatched panel thing going on the side of the shoe right here. I like them. I could go without the NBA branding honestly, but it is a collab after all, so it does make sense. And man, oh man, these are the Air Jordan 1. I think they're called the first class flights. I think these are probably one of the worst sneakers you can buy at the mall right now. These are straight trash in my opinion. You would never see me caught dead wearing these. I just hate the design of the shoe. Don't get me wrong, I love Air Jordan 1s, but the perforated leather that they use, all these little small details on the shoe, I don't really appreciate at all. Like that huge barcode on the back of the shoe because of the you know, the tickets that you have with the barcodes on them. That's why that's there. The yellow on the shoe just doesn't look right. It's really a Jordan 1 I think they should have just never made, in my opinion. I feel like these are going to go to the outlets, and the Jordan 1s and the mids have been on like a hot streak lately. A lot of great Jordan 1s have come out, but this white and yellow, the first class Air Jordan 1s, they just don't do it for me. Now one shoe that does do it for me are the Air Jordan 1 Mid Obsidian, and they actually did a restock at this Nike store for these shoes. Now these are sold out in a lot of stores. Usually you can't find a size that's under 11 or under 10 and a half. I always find like sizes 12 and up. Probably one of the best mids they've released. These next Jordan 1s, I'm on the fence, okay? These are the mid-top Jordan 1 yellow toe. Now we know the high top version has pretty much been canceled as far as we've heard online, but the mid-top, it's pretty good. I like the color blocking, but the thing that really irks me with these shoes is the materials that they use. They use like an all nubuck upper, and when it comes to my Jordan 1s, I really prefer leather, especially if they're gonna do this kind of color blocking. It doesn't feel right. It feels cheap. It feels like it's a knockoff. I wish they used leather. If they used leather, I probably would have bought these, to be honest with you. If you do like them though, they are going for 175 Canadian dollars. Now these are some Jordan 1s that have become like a staple at a lot of the sneaker stores. The Jordan 1 mid whites and the blacks, like the triple white, the triple black. They do release new versions of them, just changing the materials slightly, like ever so slightly every couple of years. They're a solid shoe. We got the FIBA Jordan 4s. These were sitting, man, I missed the Jordan 4 Toros. Seeing these red Jordan 4s really makes me wish they'll restock or retro the Jordan 4 Toros, because I haven't seen those in a minute. We also got the Jordan 3 Knicks colorway. Not a fan of this colorway. I like the Jordan 3. I wish they just release like a white cement restock or something like that, or re-release. But the Knicks colorway, I'm not a fan of the New York Knicks. This is an easy pass. And they also had these Nike Shox VB4 with a sort of Raptors theme to them. Definitely could have seen Vince Carter wearing these. I'm pretty sure he might have worn these at one point. But yeah, these are pretty cool, just not my style. So that was your look at the Nike store. I was very surprised to see that Jordan 1 restock, and you guys know I did cop a pair, so I'll show you guys all of the pickups at the end of today's video. But next up, we're going to be going over to Champ Sports to see what they had. And they tend to be violent because our world tends to be. Now at Champ Sports, they always have some pretty solid Puma selection in my opinion, so let's see what they got. They got the Puma RSX. Now this is a brand new colorway that just dropped, and they're starting to put the Puma branding on the side of the shoe. I don't like seeing the branding there too much. I understand them doing it now. I mean, all the other colorways they released in the past never had some extra Puma branding on the side. They also just dropped a triple black colorway, so if you're looking for that back to school sneaker, although it is October, but if you are looking for that, you know, all black shoe, a pretty solid alternative. I love wearing the Puma RSX. And then they also had this brand new white and black colorway. Now I'm a big fan of this colorway, Oreo vibes, and it can go with literally any outfit you wear. Now on to the Air Maxes. We got some Air Max 97s for 230 Canadian. These are the evolution of swoosh pack, I believe. I like the white, the black, the red on this, and my girlfriend Natty actually loves these sneakers. She sent me a photo of them a couple of weeks ago, asking my thoughts on them. So I think they're fire. I think they're fire. But one shoe I think is straight fire. One of the best sneakers you can buy at the mall right now are these Nike Air Force 1 lows, evolutions of swoosh. Okay, now the thing is, with these shoes, they were actually a very hot seller. I can only find sizes 11 and up. I can't find anything my size, anything under 10, unfortunately. So these are 140 Canadian. If you can find them in your size in store, I highly recommend you guys look into these shoes. That definitely got those off-white kind of vibes. I know it's still very popular and on trend, and I'm a sucker for any kind of white Air Force 1. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 1 NYC to Paris. I bought these shoes a while ago. I know Tom loves these shoes as well, and just a fun Jordan 1 you can wear and beat up with like intention. Next up, we got the Jordan 12 Game Royals. These were $255, the standard GR retail price for Jordans. I like them, but not enough to pay full retail price. I would rather spend my money on like a Flu Game Jordan 12. Blue and black, it's a solid combo. I'm not really into blue and black sneakers like that, unless they're the Royal ones. And now to the final store on today's vlog, Foot Action. Taking a look at some of the Vans selection they have here at Foot Action. Foot Action usually has a lot of Vans and Converse that the other sneaker stores don't have, so I always recommend you guys stop by Foot Action if you're a big fan of Vans. Moving on to the Converse selection, they just dropped these. These are like these flame Chuck Taylors, these fire Chuck Taylors, literally. There's a flame on the side of the shoe. Now these are unfortunately the regular Chuck Taylor, and I really don't recommend the regular Chuck Taylor. They're uncomfortable. And these right here, yes, Foot Action is finally carrying some really good 1970s. So they have this like cardinal red colorway, the Converse Chuck Taylor 1970, $90, really clean. And we also have a gray colorway too. These were on sale for $70. This is definitely like a neutral sneaker you can wear for the fall season, wear with all of your outfits every single day, and not really have to stress about it matching the rest of your fit. Now on to some more heats. I highly recommend you guys look into some of the best sneakers at the mall right now are these Air Force 1 types. I like the black colorway, review coming soon. And these are the weak colorway of the Air Force 1 low. Now they do release these, I think, almost every single year now. And they release them at first with the mid top, then they release the high top, and then they release the low top. The high top I've seen at a lot of places go on sale. The low tops I haven't really seen go on sale very often, but a really great pickup for the fall season. If you love Timberlands, if you love that wheat color, fall is the time of the year to bust these beautiful sneakers out. They also had some other Air Force Ones. They had a black one here with some removable swooshes. So this one had like a golden metallic swoosh on it. Unfortunately, if you guys look real close, the gold was starting to like rub off and turn silver. So don't know what the deal is with that. We also got some Nike Air More Up-Tempos, the Tiffany's. These were going for $210. And here's a quick little rundown on the Nike basketball sneakers. We're not going to get into too much detail. We also got the Nike Air Max selection here too, so pause the screen if you see something you like. But next up are the Nike Air Max 97s Nintendo 64 collab. Yes, they did the collab. It's finally out. I wasn't even aware that they dropped. I knew they were releasing, but I didn't know the exact release date. But they're now in store. We'll talk about these shoes later because we do end up possibly buying them. Next up, we got some more 97s. I've showed you guys this colorway in the past, a really good colorway. Black, carbon fiber black actually, mixed with some blue and the icy blue sole. On sale for $150. Now on to some Jordans I really am sort of against. I think these are straight trash. I wouldn't wear these. You couldn't pay me to wear these sneakers in my opinion. Like, I'm just not a fan of Jordan 9s at all. There isn't a Jordan 9 that I would ever really wear. But these are the new cherry ones, I think they're called. Not sure the exact name, but has this red patent leather sort of midsole and upper, and then you have the leather upper on the top. Now, I like the colorway. You know, white and red, can't go wrong with that. But when it comes to Jordan 9s, they're a pass. And let's quickly run down the rest of the shoes here at Foot Action. They got the Jordan 13. I think they're called the Lakers edition. They're on sale now for 25% off. They also had the I forget the name for these ones, but they're like a 3M infrared Jordan 6. To the Timberlands. Oh my gosh, these Timberlands blew my mind. Seeing them in person is actually really funny. But here we have it. These are the SpongeBob SquarePants and Timberland collaboration at Foot Action. So this one is the SpongeBob version with Plankton stealing a Krabby Patty in the very bottom corner. And then on to the other pair. This one's super loud. I could not wear these, man. These are so bold and straight up they really look like a child's boots. I don't know why they released these in men's sizes. If they released these in kid sizes only, I think they would have done fine. I think they would have sold out and like not hit outlets eventually, but I think these will hit outlets because really now, what grown man is wearing SpongeBob SquarePants Timberlands? I love you, SpongeBob, but not that much. All right, we are back from the mall. It's pickup time. Time to show you guys what sneakers we did end up copping. And inside of this Nike bag is not a pair of Nikes. They're actually a pair of Jordans. I mentioned them earlier today, and I'm excited to wear these. I'll be wearing these in the Philippines. So here we go. Let's pop open this lid. Got the 23 paper, and boom. Yes. They restocked them, the Air Jordan 1 Mid Obsidian. Now, I've talked about this shoe in the past when we've gone on these sneaker shopping vlogs. This is easily one of the best Jordan 1 mids you can buy. Like, check it out. It has that OG color blocking, that Chicago inspired color blocking right here. So it's super clean, very classic, an OG retro kind of look to it, although it is not an OG colorway. We weren't able to find those Jordan 1 mids, the new bread ones that just came out, unfortunately. So we'll be looking for them in the Philippines, and we might, crossing my fingers, we might just get lucky. Now this next shoe I really like, but to be honest with you, I feel like I'm probably going to return it just because I am still very disappointed with the execution of the shoe, and the retail price was very expensive. Retail price was 240 Canadian dollars plus tax. Expensive for a pair of Nike sneakers that are not anything too special. Now, if you are like me, you grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, and you most likely had gamed on at one point a Nintendo 64, and that's the console, the inspiration behind this particular sneaker. So let's pop open the box together. Here we go, and bam, here's the receipts. Very expensive pair, and here we have it. These are the Nintendo 64 Nike Air Max 97. Here's a look at it. You guys can see the inspiration. You know, you got the yellow from the D-pad, I believe. No, you got the yellow from the buttons on the side of the controller. You got the blue the green, the red. The color scheme of the shoe is based off of like the original Nintendo 64. And on one shoe, it actually says power on the tongue. And on the other shoe, it actually says reset. A Nintendo 64 Nike Air Max 97. I like the shoe. It's a good shoe, but they could have done so much more. They really, really could have done so much more. And they should have. They should have. We're talking about one of the greatest consoles of all time, the Nintendo 64, the console that might have been the first console for many of you guys watching it. And they sort of, you know, they missed the mark. Like, they just could have done so much. The most detailed it gets with this pair is on the insole. It has like the rating. Remember the old school ratings for the games, like the E, R, M, and T and all that stuff. So the ratings would like be here, but instead it shows like a Nike swoosh and Air Max. And you know what? That's really as detailed as it gets. It's just, it's disappointing. Like, this really makes me appreciate the collaborations that Puma does, because Puma does some amazing collabs like the Sonic the Hedgehog one. They had a special box for that release too, the Sonic the Hedgehog RSOs. This right here, sure, these do come with a few extra laces, yellow, blue, green, red, all that great stuff. But it comes in a plain orange Nike box. And for something that could have been a really special release, a Nintendo 64 inspired shoe, a shoe that people could have had on display with their collections of video games and stuff, this was just like a cheap ass attempt at a Nintendo 64 inspired sneaker. I'm sure there's been a lot of other customs out there that are way more detailed and way cooler than these. It's still a great shoe, don't get me wrong. I love the shoe, I love the design. It's just, you could have done so much more, Nike. Come on. Let me know in the comment section down below if you made it to the end by telling me which sneaker pickup you guys liked more, and if there was a shoe in today's vlog that you guys really liked that you are thinking about picking up. Philippines, I am coming for you in a couple of hours. My flight is gonna take off in a few hours, so very excited. Again, Beyond the Culture event, I'll leave it linked down below, their Instagram, so you guys can get tickets. I think they have less than 100 VIP tickets left, and I think there's still a lot of GR tickets or GA tickets. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. It feels good to be back after a week of being sick. And yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.